Are you wasting time with the stock market? Welcome to the Freedom Culture. Here at the Freedom Culture, I like to discuss current events in the financial sector, this new digital economy, and also breaking down blockchain technology in the most understandable terms possible. And today, I'm just chilling, you know, and I came across a really bold idea, really bold, but worth some considering. Are we wasting our time with the stock market? You know, um, I mean, what do people invest in the stock market for? People invest their money, their hard-earned working money, into the stock market to get a return on investment. You know, we're not doing it for just to support these public companies and getting richer and richer, and we're not doing it for Wall Street to flex on us. We're investing our dollars into the stock market for a reward, you know, and a high reward, a high return on investment. And lately, it hasn't been too rewarding to me, you know. And I always, I'm known for thinking very uh, unconventional. Like the stock market is heavily manipulated right now. You know, you could go everywhere on YouTube and you're hearing about it. You're hearing about, oh, what the president said caused the stock market to tank. Oh, what the president did caused the stock market to increase. What the Federal Reserve did and all that, but lately it's been all about the tariffs, so I'm not even gonna touch on that. You know, I already touched on this a while ago. Look at my previous videos, I talked about how I sold all of my stocks back in February, and that's because a lot of future policies didn't resonate with me. It didn't make sense to me with the debt crisis, currency crisis, and also liquidity crisis. Tariffs did not seem like a good idea. The dollar has already been on thin ice, so why would we want people to dislike the dollar even more? And the idea of just trusting the process and, you know, I can't base my decisions based off of what I think somebody else is thinking. There's a lot of people out here that says you got to trust the process. What the president is doing is this, what he's doing is that. We don't know what he's doing. The stock market is manipulated. I mean, for you to wake up one morning and say that you feel this way and then wake up the next morning and feel the other, you feel like putting tariffs on every country and then the next day you're going to put a pause on every country, that's that's manipulation by definition. I can't base my investment decisions according to that. I don't feel safe with that. You know, every investment should be a well thought out plan. And my plan individually is for aggressive return on investment, aggressive, safe return on investment. We don't live forever. You know, you only live once. Life is short. I'm not trying to deal with a dip because of a 5D chess move or whatever. I'm not trying to suffer a dip in my portfolio because of a chess move that's being made from the current administration. You know, I like to keep my portfolio trending upwards. And I know that sounds hypocritical because I'm an XRP investor. However, I don't look at the price when it comes to XRP. I took all of my stocks that from profit, I was highly profitable, into crypto. I put all of that in ISO 222 cryptocurrencies. These are this is the blockchain technology to handle this cross-border payments, the SWIFT system, and digitalization. We're moving forward towards digitalization. At the same time, President Trump admit the announcement for tariffs amongst other countries. The very next week, he signed the executive order to modernize digital payments to the bank's accounts. Now, there's a lot of plays being made to kind of skip past commercial banks. And that's something to raise your eyebrow about. Stablecoins is becoming a very significant issue, very important topic to cover. We got the Genius Act on the way. and that seems to be some type of framework for stablecoins. And with all of this chaos on amongst the dollar, there has to be some kind of plan to support it, and that might be a stablecoin, digitalized stablecoin that bypass the banks. The banks is going to have a whole different new role. Like I said, cryptocurrency is going to do what the banks to the banksters, what the self checkout line did to the cashiers. With that being said, I invested into the infrastructure that they would need to support these things, these digital assets such as XRP, XLM, etc. These are the compliant digital assets that would be integrated into the ISO 222 protocol for all of these things to happen. Your FedNow, your stablecoins, all of that. Something that financial institutions would respect. I don't think they're gonna respect Solana, and not to throw shade on Solana. Shout out to Solana. I made a lot of money off of Solana, but that's my safety. That's what makes me feel confident versus confidence in the stock market. So I moved all of my profits into ISO 222 cryptocurrencies. And I mean, look, what XRP has done, yeah, it faced a dip the past 2 weeks. I've made a video that said you will never see XRP under $2 again. And of course, that failed. That video failed, which I made several months ago. It held for a good amount of time, but it failed because there was a lot of chaos going on. I mean, who was to see all of this coming? I did, but I was willing to take a hit on XRP due to these crazy shenanigans, tariffs, no tariff situation. So my $2 bet failed, and it dropped to 175. And I took advantage of that, and I put more money, my hard-earned working money that I have to double, into XRP. And then shot right back up to 215. It takes the stock market a year to do what XRP has done in a day. So it's like, what is the point? You feel me? And I know everybody has their own investment strategy, and that's why I emphasize, do your own research. My investment moves is not the same to your investment moves. Everybody's dreams is different, and my dream is to get aggressive return on investment. Get return on investment aggressively, not playing around. I don't got time. I don't got time for it. With the ISO 222 cryptocurrencies, every time it drops to a support level, you could go ahead and put more profits, put more liquidity in, put more cash in. Every time it rises up to the resistance level, you could take some profits. You know what I'm saying? Then hold that, put that right back in. It's not gonna go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? This is the future. You feel me? So that's all I wanted to touch on. Are we wasting time with the stock market in the highly manipulated environment? You got time for that? I don't got time for that, because there's a lot of things about to happen. I mean, BlackRock president talked about how everybody's de-dollarizing. That goes on with the currency crisis. What are we doing here? It's like different legs of the USA table. The U.S. economy table is being taken off. You got the currency leg taken, debt leg taken, liquidity. I mean, the tariffs, it's going to slow down trade. That's going to eat up liquidity, eat up cash. Currency, we got the BRICS nations. We got more people not trusting the U.S. dollar. We got Canadians mad. All of those people are mad. That's going to lower the use of the dollar, and that's going to lower the dry up the liquidity that we need for ourselves. And then we got the debt crisis. This is going to cause us to go on more debt. We are at the most highest level of debt ever. The push for the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates is going to cause more debt. I mean, we can't live in fairy tale. We can't live in la la land. Some cause and effect is about to happen. So that's all I'm gonna say for now. And yeah, I wanted to add the bolster of stablecoins might be the side play. That might be the 5D chess that might be. And I'm not knocking anybody's favorite politician down. There could be some significance in what's going on, but it's not logical to think we know what these people are thinking. We don't know that, in my opinion. But like, comment, and subscribe. Keep up with me on the Freedom Culture. Follow my Patreon. Follow my social medias. I have a book on the fundamentals of ISO 222. That whole standard protocol to give more and shed more light, give more understanding and shed more light about what is this really, because it's coming. It's coming. It's like really, it's coming. So anyways, like, comment, and subscribe. Take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. Be careful out here. And yeah, stay dangerous too. All right? Peace.